I want to ask Pradeep Gupta, because remember, in the manner in which India Today and Access My India conduct this post-poll exercise, in the first phase, which is say on the second, the third and the fourth, you have a very extensive opportunity to do a detailed post-poll study. The fifth data is actually pre-poll, just done ahead of the actual counting, where things could potentially change because some of your assumptions may change based on actual voter behavior. So you've now had 24 extra hours to study your data in depth. If you were doing the same projections for us today, which you did yesterday, where you didn't have the second phase final data, what would change and why?
Aam Aadmi vote share would have reduced.
From 20 to what?
From 20 to roughly around 15.
So you are reducing them by 5. So in the second...
No, I'm not reducing. It would have reduced. What we are seeing today is the drop in
Why?
Aam Aadmi. There is no why. People, this North Gujarat and Central Gujarat is
so
different.
Where is that 5%
than Saurashtra
going?
And South Gujarat.
Is that 5% then going to add to 5 on the Congress side?
No, 3 to Congress side and 2 to BJP.
So Congress could then go from 26 to about 29, 30.
Yeah, something like
and
this.
And BJP could then Rajdeep can't say BJP has lost 2-3%
No, I
vote.
just want to tell you Rajdeep's point. I'll just wanted to make a comment on
one second. If the vote shares come down by 5%, how does that impact seat share? You're
seat will be less than 9 for sure.
So you're saying single digit?
Single digit.
Okay.
So Rajdeep kept on saying there is an anti-incumbency in Gujarat, there is an anti-BJP vote. That's also true. You remember Rahul, both of us there, and they clearly say, साहब नीचे वालों के तो भरोसे हमारा कुछ नहीं होता, वो तो सब काम के नहीं है, लेकिन मोदी को नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं. So problem is, voters want BJP's alternate, but not Modi's.
That's right. So, and I'll tell you why the first phase and second phase is... Gujarat has voted differently. AAP is a concentrated vote in Saurashtra and South Gujarat, in the poorer parts, in the rural parts. As you come to North and Central, North in particular, I believe the Congress will do well. There are Congress individual candidates who will do well. Congress is relying, Rahul, in this election on individual candidates. And there are a number of individual candidates where the Congress will do well. AAP didn't have 182 candidates who are of substance. They've relied that Kejriwal will come and, pull them up. That's not going to happen. And the Modi factor is critical. The BJP is, brand BJP today is not as powerful as brand Modi.
So I actually did a cross tab, which is put the data from all the 3 exit polls together, compared as an aggregate and for the BJP, how many people voted for the BJP because of the Prime Minister. So forget everything else, party, candidate, state government, chief minister. How many people said, humne Bhajpa ko vote diya because of Prime Minister Modi? I'll get you those details. Very fascinating insights. And this is actually backed by data. So you'll see the Modi factor in Gujarat, the Modi factor in Himachal, the Modi factor in the MCD polls. But we'll do that on the back of a quick break. I want to welcome also Ashwini Sharma, who's joining us now. Ashwini is a senior journalist from Himachal Pradesh. That same exercise which we did where we looked at the seat-by-seat breakup of key VIP candidates in Gujarat, we'll do that for Himachal. And importantly, we look at how many independents might win. On how many seats are independents looking strong, that will be a big factor because the Congress leader I was speaking to this morning said they're already keeping track on their Bhavi MLAs, their prospective MLAs, so nobody runs away.
No, Bhupesh Baghel and B.S. Hooda have flown to Shimla. They have flown to Shimla today with the clear objective that they will keep some of these MLAs in mind, who they may well fly out to Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh to keep them, in safekeeping. But remember, they did the same thing in Uttarakhand. And eventually the BJP won Uttarakhand.
No, in Goa they went to sleep when they woke up in the morning. Right. Nitin Gadkari already formed the government.
That was Digvijay Singh in Goa. But I think the critical factor, why is Himachal so important as we head into the break?
You say Digvijay Singh, and each time he meets us, he says, it wasn't me, why do you keep harping on the same thing? Then he explains the story and how he blames somebody else.
Well, I was privy to what happened because I was trying to talk to all sides that night in Goa, one of my home states, but I come back to it. Himachal is important because we know that Gujarat is going the BJP's way, barring some kind of absolute miracle. We know that MCD is going the way of AAP. Himachal, Rahul, will decide whether this election means the Congress completely isolated or does the Congress still have hope in certain states. So Himachal, critical, I believe, if Pradeep Gupta's numbers are right or wrong, will be, it will change completely the mood of political parties.
Bragging rights on Thursday will be determined by Himachal Pradesh. If the BJP wins Himachal Pradesh, they'll be beating their chest and saying, MCT is just a municipal election, forget that, it doesn't matter, it's not even a state. We won Gujarat 7 times, that's a record. We fought off anti-incumbency after 35 years in Himachal, that's a record as well. Bragging rights based on what happens in Shimla. We've done some fascinating deep dives into the data from Himachal Pradesh.